Hi, Jules Bliss Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those who are new, I hope you can benefit. I'm just checking in for a moment, and I cannot even begin to share. We chose to euthanize Poppy. Poppy's my dog, if you haven't been following along, and euthanize is a really kind way of saying that we chose to kill her, right? Some people say put to sleep, some people say put down. But the bottom line is we shortened her life. She had a fractured jaw. She was anywhere from 13 to 16 years old. We don't know because we rescued her. And I just didn't know if, for all they were asking of her, if she could make it. But I didn't have the grace or the money to find out either. Anyway, I would just say that I loved her every moment up until euthanizing her, because there was nothing, it didn't feel loving, and she knew it. She was shaking, not because she's mighty, even though she's a Chihuahua. She was whimpering in fear because she had a sense that something was very wrong. She screamed uncontrollably several times when they gave her the shot. Everything about her was saying, "What is up, Mom, and why are you betraying me?" And that hasn't always been true, but what I realized with the other animals, they were so sick and so tired that they were just like, "Thanks so much for letting me go." But Poppy was like, "I'm not sick and tired. My ears don't work. My jaw's broken. I barely have any teeth, but I'm here." Oh, she was so here, so present, so beautiful. I think I told the funny story, but I'll tell it again. I was working at a school site 8 years ago, and people were mentioning some dog in the parking lot, but no one bothered to get her or pick her up. They just kept saying some dogs in the parking lot, and 5 days went by. I was a hungry, tired dog. And finally, when I came out, she was literally just sitting at my car, like, "Take me, lady. You look like a dog person." And so I did. And I didn't realize she only spoke Spanish until other Spanish speakers were around her, and every bit of her popped up to say, "Yay, someone gets it." I just kept bossing her around in English. And finally she was bilingual and finally fluent. And she did just want to please. She was so precious. And the house is kind of broken tonight. The other kids are looking for her. I know God's merciful, and I'm going to ask for his mercy, because even though the doctor agreed, and doctors can say, "No, we're not going to justify this euthanasia," they said, seriously, of course, it could be justified. But I think what threw me was at the last minute, the doctor said, "Oh, well, plan A is euthanasia, but plan B, we can give her this medication, and we can blend her food, and you can try this, and then you can bring her back." And part of me, of course, the cheerleader in me was like, "Oh, sure, I'll do all of that, of course." But I could see that my husband wasn't going to be able to do it. He'd already been through so much. He was just like, "How can we keep doing this to our, to Poppy?" I'll never know what the outcome is unless God shows me a different version. There was the movie Clue, that they literally filmed 3 different endings to the movie Clue, and it was pretty clever. It got tons of people going to see the movie because they wanted to see which one they ended up with. Maybe God will have another one for me and say, "You did right, because here's how terrible it was going to be," or the terrible other option, which is that she would have pulled through. Anyway, whatever. Thanks for letting me share, you guys. Some days are harder than others. Sometimes I sort of wish that wasn't even a choice, and it freaks me out that in some states that's a choice they're making for humans, let alone a dog. I would say we don't have to be concerned for animals, because they're beautiful gifts from God, but they don't have to make moral choices the way humans do, but I'm too tired to tell you my all dogs go to heaven story. Maybe tomorrow. What I will say, and I know I'm teasing you to death as my jar is filling up. I think there's like 27 in here. And it's thought that for every 100, people can lose like 20 pounds. I believe it. What I will say is that I actually made it through an entire week completely clean. No slips, no little here's, little there, nothing. A clean week and a lot of beautiful rocks. I'm going to get to you on that, you guys, but right now I got to go. I got to go comfort my husband. I got to go love my other animals, and I need to know that God is merciful, and my only intention was to do right by Poppy. But because of her response, it's going to take me a while to get over it. And I'll never get over her or loving her. So peace be with you and with me. Like if you like, join us if you haven't. Share in the comments below so I can support you. And until we talk again, be blessed.